Go through the week. Let's go let's go game by game.
Game hurt me.
Go ahead, Danny.
So going through each game here. So Browns over the Steelers. We had the Panthers over the Saints. We had this was a surprise. Obviously, we were doing our pick'ems. We were doing the pick'ems last week. Colts over the Chiefs by 3. So big surprise there. Ravens over the Patriots. Titans over the Raiders. But who called it last week? Someone called it saying that.
I think that was Cruzy.
Cruzy called it last week, saying that
Cruzy picked the Panthers. I think he picked the Titans.
Yep,
he picked a few good games.
Did he go with eye on the other game or no?
No,
I was alone.
But I mean, again, there was 7 injuries literally the day after.
No, I picked Dolphins. I said they're gonna steal the first one.
Yeah, Dolphins over the Bills. Eagles over Washington. Vikings over the Lions. Bengals over the Jets. Jaguars over the Chargers.
Bro, they're looking good.
That ass.
Trevor Lawrence. Shout
out to my new fantasy quarterback.
Falcons over the Seahawks. Packers over the Bucks. I know that one we kind of had it as like a toss up.
That was a disgusting game.
Rams over the
Cardinals.
Cardinals.
About your team like that.
Hey, we'll get there.
We had the Broncos over the 49ers.
Dude, what a shit show.
Yeah.
That was the worst game of my life.
That was a shit show.
Shout out to Jimmy G.
Yes.
That's the way my comeback.
Yes.
He lost
filling the
and they gave the MVP. They gave the MVP ball to Russell Wilson.
Oh my gosh.
The
Did he have a touchdown this year?
I wore that man's jersey, and not only did he lose us the game, he lost me a fantasy matchup.
Dude, he's trash.
And then the last 2 games. So Cowboys over the Giants, and then obviously our favorite one, Bears over the Texans.
Let's go.
So Christian, what are we running through for week 3? Are we doing best worst? What are we doing?
We usually do best and worst. I'm gonna throw in worst performance, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yes, I agree.
I think that man is trash. This is 3 weeks running now. 3 weeks running that I have been emphasizing this.
He didn't play week 1.
Yeah, but he's still trash. So I'm gonna just throw it out there, right there. Their defense, again, they have one of the top. Honestly, they might have the best defense. I think the Cowboys are looking really good defensively, and I think the Eagles are really good defensively as well. But I think the Niners, top to bottom, are just ridiculous. They never seem to get many injuries on defense.
Well, except for that one year we had 2 wins.
Well, yes, but that's definitely the worst performance. My top performance.
It's got to be. There's one team.
I'm going Colts.
Oh,
I'm going Colts. I think a lot of people were questioning them, and they had a big home. It was a home opener for Matt Ryan. I think Jonathan Taylor played well. Pittman came back decent off injuries, had like 7, 8, 9 catches, I think, somewhere in there. Yeah. They just controlled the pace of the game. Defense played phenomenal and really kind of held the Chiefs, stifled them a little bit, which was surprising to me. Chiefs looked like they were kind of firing on all cylinders. But yeah, that's what I've got as my best and worst. Someone else give me some.
Best performance.
Oh, not all at once. Who'd you got?
Lamar Jackson this week.
Yes,
this
sir.
Against the Patriots. This went nuts. I don't care. He didn't even throw 2 receivers, and he just went crazy.
He can't throw. He can't see outside the numbers, and it doesn't matter.
He's insane, dude.
Sorry, he's not a top 10 quarterback.
Yeah, okay. Danny, you're ridiculous for that.
And then the worst.
You're never living
worst
that down.
Performance. Carson Wentz.
Yes, yes. Let's go. How you feel?
8 points in total. That's just bad.
Hey, I mean, he always gives us like the 1 week, like where you're like, okay, he's turning this around. He's gonna have a great year. And then
he gave us 2 weeks of that, to be honest.
That's why everyone was really excited.
And then how many people started him in fantasy and got?
Oh, literally, I had 2 people texting me like, you know what? I was like, I thought I was gonna have to stream quarterbacks, but I think Wentz might be good.
There's no game.
Even though they lost, even though they lost. Shout out to my new fantasy quarterback, Jared Goff. Okay, 277 yards, and he's still getting Amon St. Brown the ball, and he's making Josh Reynolds look like he's something in the NFL. But,
DJ Chark too,
and DJ Chark.
Yep. And then Jamal Williams, man. Shout out to him and all the DeAndre Swift drafters.
If Swift is out, he's gonna have some monster weeks.
Thank you very much.
Hey, I'll take him.
Anyone will take him. I'll take him.
The one I'm gonna go with.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
The best for me. I believe I may have called this as a possibility before the season started when we were looking at the.
Don't toot your own horn.
The standings. I'm just saying the Jaguars, baby. Duval.
They do look nice.
I don't think he called it, but
I did. I was like talking about the Jaguars could end up winning because both the teams really are all the teams.
Oh no, he did. He did.
Oh,
yeah.
We were talking. Yeah, we talked about them winning with like 7 wins.
Yeah, or something like that. But them winning 38-10 over the Chargers. Again, the Chargers had so much injuries and all that, but
38 to ribs. Okay, 38 to ribs.
I'm just saying, but. Another big performance, though. A big performance is Trevor Lawrence coming back in his second year, really showing the progress, really showing the quarterback that everybody thought he was going to be. And it really shows that when you can go from one coaching staff to another, and if they really believe in you, they put you in the right situations, you are going to be able to succeed. Even if your team on paper is bad, but he's still performing well. 262 yards, 3 touchdowns. And then my worst, granted, again, with injuries, I'm going to go with the Chargers. It's a lot of big expectations, again, still very early in the beginning of the year, but we expected a lot out of them, possibly being an 11-12 win team. You know, but again, it's a rough start for a lot of good teams.
Herbert's injured though.
No, I know.
It wasn't even that though. Like it early on, it was a problem, and it was apparent when the turnovers he had early. But he looked okay the rest of the game. The play calling
with the broken ribs.
The play calling was abysmal though, and you have a guy playing with broken ribs, and he's dropping back to pass every play. And like again, when you're passing every play, the teams go, okay, we're gonna pull our linebackers back,
and it's not like Keenan was out there. You know what I'm saying?
So like they were able to just sit back in coverage and just defend, and it worked out.
Them up.
Yeah, and they honestly they really need to figure out their they need to figure out their running back situation. And figure out what the hell they're gonna do.
That's what I'm saying.
Just make it Austin Eckler.
There shouldn't be a situation. They have Austin Eckler.
That's what I'm saying. They should not be like, I would say we can say the teams with the most carousel, obviously riding the hot hand is gonna be teams like Miami, teams like 49ers. We can even say the Rams for the most part because they got Darrell Henderson, Sony Michel,
49ers,
Cam Akers,
Well, but still Cam Akers. Hey, relax.
Well, we are down 2 running backs, so it's going to be mostly Jeff.
I'm just saying though, Sony Michel with the game, he was the leading rusher, 5 attempts for 22 yards. You had Austin Eckler had 4 attempts for 5 yards, and then when you're looking at Eckler, Eckler for receiving had 8 for 48, which is what you want. But
it was
you take out the last drive too. If it was like 4, I think, before the last drive.
Yeah. So it was a lot of garbage time, but still, like y'all, they got to figure out that situation and where they're actually going. Again, like Vitor touched on it, it's a lot of bad play calling all around. They did not compensate for what Justin Herbert was feeling injury wise, and that's what you have to do to make the game easier on him, so that way he can last the whole game and actually try and make plays. So that's my best and worst from the same game there.
Go ahead, V.
All right. Well, start with my best. It's got to be the Eagles, man. They look good on both sides of the ball. Like
secondary,
the secondary looks good. Yeah,
you got Jalen Hurts for MVP, and that kid's up and up.
He's currently second in the odds.
He's up there.
He has to be.
If they can keep it up, he's gonna make a real push for it. But I think when it comes to these awards, you have a lot of narratives.
It's got to be Lamar right now.
Yeah, Lamar's probably going to overtake.
I think
Lamar, Hurts, and then Allen.
Yeah, Josh was first. Hurts was second. I think Mahomes and Lamar were tied for third, or like something like that.
It just sounds nasty. Yeah,
I'm sure the odds are probably changed already.
Yeah.
Who's your worst?
Who do you think my worst is, huh?
No,
Mr.
49ers.
Step out the back of the end zone.
Mr. Dead or
My favorite part wasn't it back-to-back drives?
What
the pick and then the step out?
No, he stepped it out. He stepped out first.
Yeah,
and the pick came later on, and then the fumble happened. The pick and the fumble,
and then
yeah. So multiple things. We'll start with Jimmy. He threw. We were talking about this before we started recording. It was the pick. He threw it to Debo, who had 2 guys on him and a safety right behind him. You're telling me 3 guys are on one player, and we don't got anyone who's open?
Guess not.
You don't got guys good enough to get open.
No, they're open. It's just It's just Jimmy
No,
can't.
no. Time out. You just said nobody gets open. Fucking Debo had like 2 or 3 slants, and he threw the ball behind him like 2 or 3 times.
Yep, I was about
he does that. He loves throwing high. He loves throwing behind. But even worse than Jimmy's performance is Kyle Shanahan's performance so far through 3 games.
Play calling, yeah.
The play calling, the play design. Like first, with Trey, I questioned the play calling. Like, why aren't we calling the same passing plays we call for Jimmy? Mm-hmm. Right? Like, it's not like they're hard throws that Jimmy makes. Jimmy gets the easiest playbook, the easiest schemed up routes. Get a guy who can create in space.
Don't rant too long.
Right? And we're seeing. I think Mike McDaniel was a bigger part of the team than we know they suck. We thought.
Yeah.
We know they suck.
Hey, the defense, all right, is real
good.
As
good as the Bears defense, though.
You gave him 20 points to the
Texans. Bear down, baby. Bear down. I'm sorry. Bear down.
You lost us.
Yeah, we did. But it was in a monsoon.
Yeah.
Hold the L they held the Broncos to what 3 points pretty much the whole game. Safety, and then one drive that they break, the offense can't put up more than 2 scores. It's just like the defense is playing so well, and it just hurts.
I just want to let you know that I just hear a lot of crying.
Shit, I'm crying.
Hear a lot of crying, man.
That's the best part.
We have one of the best up and down rosters in the NFL, and we are 1-2.
We have best up and down defensive rosters.
Yes.
Our offensive our roster on paper on offense
getting them the ball though.
Yes, but
on paper, that's why it's healthy, just as ripping paper, baby. Look at your running backs.
I texted
trash. Bones made of paper, baby, like my knees.
I texted my friend at 10:02. Like, this game literally reeks of Jimmy throwing a pick to lose the game. 16 minutes later, he did exactly that, throwing in a triple coverage. So,
before we do move on, though, I'm gonna give a shout out though to Cooper Rush, the Cowboys.
Yes, sir.
He's holding them up right now. Dak is supposedly gonna try and come back next week against Washington. But hey, Cooper Rush is holding down the fort, though. That's all I'm saying. So their team is actually looking decent.
I said when Dak went out that they might be a little better.
3-0 as a starter
because I'm just saying.
Well, that's I didn't know why. Trusted backfield more.
They're running. They're using the offensive
Zeke's looking better.
Yes,
sir. When you give a guy multiple chances to look good, that's what I'm saying. And it's the same thing with the Chargers. If you start using your backfield, maybe the backfield will look better.
Yes.
Like, I know they got injuries on the line, but
yeah,
they can't be like San Francisco. The more and more you use your backfield, the more and more your backs get hurt. So
Hey.
Give me roll through the week 4, Dan. We're gonna do the pick'ems right now.
Okay, let me get that up here real quick.
I'm ready, bro.
Well, I think
that's tough off the bat.
We gonna
for me, anyways. I know who Isaac's going with.
We're gonna.
I know who I'm going with.
We're gonna be playing some bets this week, though. I think we're gonna be playing some bets.
Last week was tough, man. There was a
lot of. I felt like
I was scared to put some shit down.
So for a week 4 pick'ems,
doesn't let me bet. So
week 4 pick'ems this week. So here we go. First game starting off Thursday night game. Dolphins at Bengals. Who we got?
Bengals.
Dolphins, baby.
It's stupid.
Yeah. I got the Dolphins if Tua's playing, but I don't think that man should be playing.
I got Dolphins either way.
Need Dolphins either way. Well, Teddy,
you trust Teddy B?
Yeah,
Teddy 2 gloves.
I trust Tyreek Hill.
Teddy, you
fucking up Eli
for
Apple.
that too.
That's what I'm saying.
You're talking shit already. I love it.
I'm taking Cincy to kind of right the ship a little bit. I know they had a tune-up game against the Jets, but I'm taking Cincy.
It would fit the narrative of the season too, the way things have been going.
Alrighty,
so Teddy 2 gloves. This is the early part of the season.
That was fucking good. That was good. That was good.
The next game that we got on the list: Vikings at the Saints.
Where's this game?
This is at the
New Orleans.
At New Orleans.
All day.
Why is it 8:30 a.m.?
It's in London, baby.
That's what.
Minnesota.
Vikings all day.
I'm gonna go Vikings
as well. They kind of also need a bounce
Saints
back.
might only have one receiver
recently.
Facts.
Well, there's that receiving core is and that offense is just.
Dalvin Cook is out. Matson is the same person.
Mm-hmm. The next one that we got on there is Seahawks and Lions. I'm gonna go Lions.
Yeah, Detroit.
Lions. That's
Detroit.
I think Detroit takes it too.
Okay. Next one, Jets and Steelers. I think the Jets can pull this one out if we're being completely honest.
I'm going Steelers. I think Zach Wilson's going to come back a little rusty.
I'm picking Pittsburgh because they lost that home opener to New England, and I think they're gonna
And I'm gonna put Kenny Pickett coming in the second half.
Oh,
please. Maybe he'll spread the ball out
because of Zach Wilson. I think he's gonna be rusty too.
Okay. Also,
that shit. Zach got that dog.
Minkah Fitzpatrick also might be out with a concussion. So
Fields has that dog in him too, but I haven't seen shit yet.
The next one that we have is our Bears versus the Giants, baby. I'm taking the Bears. I'm taking the Bears. I don't care.
Danny Dimes.
Chicago
Bears.
Taking the Bears.
I'm never picking against the Bears.
Nope.
Yeah,
this is a stinky game.
I still don't like. I really hate Daniel Jones.
Y'all got two.
They're gonna slow down.
But like Danny Dimes has been stinky.
Danny Dimes has never thrown a dime in his life.
Hey, no,
then again, I don't think so.
Towards the end of the last game, he had a couple that
Kenny Golladay dropped a couple.
Well,
I think he look.
I think
they
the Bears
need to trade Kenny Golladay.
I think the Bears run game.
Yeah, they do.
He doesn't want to be there. That's the reason he's playing like that. He does not want to be there.
He signed for the bag, and
realized who was throwing him the football.
Yep.
We talked about their D line, but Damian Pierce
tore it up.
They go crazy on
a little bit.
He's good. He looks good.
And Saquon's 10 times better. So
Saquon just has a tendency to he could be having the worst game and then just bounce a big play. That's what he was doing. That's what he did yesterday. He didn't look. He wasn't having a great game, and then 36-yard touchdown. All of a sudden, things open up a little bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Next one we got Titans at the Colts.
Colts.
God bless.
I know. I'm gonna go Colts on this one as well.
I'm going Titans
at Colts.
Yeah, Titans at Colts.
Colts. Jonathan Taylor. I'll take Matt Ryan over Ryan Tannehill any day.
I'm going Colts, but close game because Derrick Henry owns the Colts.
I agree with. Oh, fuck it!
Yeah,
give me Tennessee.
Their farm season. Their farm season.
He did just bring
next one we got on the list: Chargers at the Texans.
Dude, I hope for all things.
Chargers over
in LA.
Chargers play the Texans
in Houston.
This was the game they lost last year. I'm
going Chargers.
This was the Jacksonville game from last year.
I think Herbert's got another week to get healthy. I think they finally changed his scheme.
Yeah, and Keenan should be back too.
Yeah, I think we see what we're expecting.
Although I do think Pierce is going to have a good game against the Chargers, who still lack run defense.
That's very true. Next one, Browns at Falcons
this week.
Browns
over what?
Browns at Falcons.
Browns at Falcons.
As you Freudian slipped it, I'm picking the Browns.
I'm flying with it, baby.
If Garrett is unable to play after his car accident, then the Falcons have a real good shot.
They have a chance.
Yeah.
Cordell, baby.
But I'm still going with the Browns.
All right.
I'm also going with the Browns. I think Amari Cooper is another.
They tore the Steelers up. I'm just saying.
I'm going Njoku and Cooper having big games again.
Okay.
And
Falcons been letting up a lot of points.
Next one that we have, divisional game. Commanders at the Cowboys.
Dallas.
I think Dallas.
Cooper Rush staying undefeated.
Washington.
Wow, Washington. Okay.
Something tells me Washington. Like I want to pick the Cowboys. The everything tells me Cowboys,
but
something in my loins is telling me to pick the Washington.
I just don't think they're gonna stop this guy Parsons.
Yeah, that's true. He's been a monster.
4.340. Ain't nobody stopping him.
No. And the way he ran over the Giants offensive line, it was ridiculous.
That was nasty.
Next one, I think this is going to be a lot closer than people I think Jaguars Jaguars at Eagles. I think it's going to be a good game.
So you're picking the Jaguars then?
No, I'm picking the Eagles.
This is vice versa.
At Philly?
Eagles.
Come on.
Yeah.
Walking away with it.
This game I think is gonna be some fireworks. Bills at the Ravens.
Bills in a close game.
I'm also taking the Bills in a very close game.
This is gonna be a really this might break a record for passing yards and passing touchdowns.
Because I really do want to pick Baltimore, but that secondary is just going to get fucking.
Both of them are
destroyed.
suspect. Yeah. Both of them are suspect.
Well, no, the Bills secondary when healthy's.
No, yeah,
but I mean, they got one of their stars already out for the season.
Yeah, I'm picking the
I'm
Bills.
gonna take the Bills, yeah. Just because that D line is I think they're gonna do something with Lamar.
You gotta think so.
That many rushing yards.
Okay. They got more.
He'll still get probably like 40 or 50, but not no 100.
No,
yeah, he's been consistently around that 100 mark.
Next one we have, getting to the last handful here. Cardinals at the Panthers.
Cardinals, Kyler Murray, let's get it. Call of Duty still ain't out.
Yeah.
What do you mean it still ain't out? The beta's out.
I know.
You know he's playing that.
You said at Panthers?
At Panthers. I'm gonna go Panthers. I'm gonna go Panthers.
Both these teams haven't looked good.
I just don't like Baker Mayfield.
Hey, I just want to make note of something. I want to make note of something though. Hollywood Brown has actually looked good. So, and I said he was gonna look good.
And Dortch.
Greg Dortch
he is lighting it up.
It sucks because they're gonna get Rondale Moore back and put him right where Greg Dortch should be.
He's taking his job.
No, I think he's taking his job. Because Rondale has not produced in none of his last couple games. So
Rondale
hasn't played.
Rondale
hasn't played all season. He hasn't played all season.
I think they'll use Rondale as a gadget type of player. Run end around, deep balls.
I think
they're thinking about putting him as like a Debo.
Dortch is a really good receiving core.
They should. They should think about putting him as a Debo.
And maybe another week for Connor to get healthy. I'll take the Cardinals as well. I can't pick Baker until I see something.
Yeah, they got to.
I haven't seen nothing.
I was about to say
everything about that offense looks terrible.
It's just CMC running. That's it.
Yeah,
100 yards. Okay.
Yes.
Yep. Passing the ball though.
Another divisional game. We'll see how stinky this one may be. Broncos, Raiders.
I'll go Raiders getting their first win.
I go Broncos. The Raiders stink.
Broncos stink more.
Yeah, but at least one side of their team is good.
That's true. Okay.
I think,
you got Isaac.
I'm gonna have to go Broncos. I'm gonna have to go Broncos.
Broncos.
They got the Raiders in a monster game from Adams.
Of course.
I agree. This feels like an Adams
guarded by Pat.
Hey, I
know. Where is it at? Where is it at?
It is at Raiders.
Las Vegas, baby.
Is that still
somebody? If it's not an Adams game, it's got to be somebody. Like these Raiders are stinky, bro. They're losing. I mean, they've lost 3 one-score games.
But like, if the game flow of those games,
they're trash.
They've all been
very similar
in
actually.
The first half. And
then they stink,
second,
and then they just come up short on a comeback.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm changing it. I'm changing it to the Raiders.
Oh,
Derek Carr's gonna have a game.
I got Broncos.
I'm going Raiders.
Derek Carr's gonna have.
They better hope so. They go 0-4 their season in that division. The season's over.
Nathaniel Hackett gives this game to the Raiders.
Oh,
hey, I like that. He's been suspect.
Last 3 here, we got Patriots and Green Bay.
Green Bay.
It's in Lambeau.
Go Pack, go!
That's like 2 scores right there.
And I think Mac Jones isn't playing, so I'm gonna
minimum 2 scores.
Yeah.
I'm picking up Packers defense in a couple leagues.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
So then the last 2 here. So Sunday night football game, Chiefs at Buccaneers.
Chiefs.
If that happens, if it happens,
I think it'll they might move it. I don't.
They're already in Miami.
No, but they were talking about I don't know. They do move in the game.
The Bucks already went to
They were evaluating
the Bucks are at the Bucks are at Miami's facility practicing, but they do not know what's going to happen as far as where the game is going to be held at. Okay. Yeah. So that one's up in the air.
That Buccaneers secondary is going to get obliterated.
Give me the Chiefs.
Okay.
Because Tom Brady ain't got nobody to throw to still.
That's true.
Mike Evans will be back.
Buccaneers.
Buccaneers. All righty. And then last one for the Monday night game, another divisional one. Rams 49ers.
Rams.
The 49ers. We always play them well. Don't matter how good. We played 2 wins in a season and we beat them.
I think it was
Stafford.
Yeah, we had 3 wins and 2 of them were against the Rams, actually.
Correct.
Cooper Cup's gonna light that ass up.
Cooper Cup, baby.
You know what?
Cup.
I'm gonna change my pick.
KK Cup? Is that what you're
I'm gonna change my pick. And I'm going to put my money on Jimmy G and the terrible 49ers.
You make me sick. And
it's only because I have Debo as my right receiver.
I expect that.
I need a weekend. No,
make me sick.
When you're 0-3 in fantasy, you need a game from Debo. Damn it!
You make me sick.
I feel that.
If they lose, I'll be happy. But I just need Debo.
Hey.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.